thank you, Mary, for doing this interview.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. And I think that people that are going to watch this video will also learn a lot from it. So that I really appreciate taking your time to do this. So can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and just a little in general, like obviously what your name is, and then what you like to do for fun, how long you've been coming to Arch and stuff like that.
My name's Mary Goodman. I've been coming here this time I've been coming here like 15 years.
Wow.
I came back in like 2001. I was at the original Arch over on Grand Avenue until it burned down. And then I had stopped coming, then I was in school, and then I had a couple of jobs I was working, and
Sure.
And then in about 2001 I found I was back. They reopened it here because this one guy I knew, his mom's the one who told me they reopened it over here and gave me the phone number and the new address. So I had called and I talked to Erwin at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I came down, he gave me the tour, and then
You've been here ever since?
Yeah, it's been like 15 years.
Wow. Yeah.
Since I came back, I've been in Arch Alive, the company, choir. They also do the bells, and I'm also in the self-advocacy group, which is TJ. She started that.
Yeah.
And that's been really, cool being able to learn,
Yeah.
different things with that. And
So I'm definitely going to ask you about the self-advocacy a little bit later on in the video, just because I talked to Sam earlier as well, and she was telling me about it, so I wanted to get your take on it as well. Could you tell me a little bit more about the disability you have, so what it is, and then kind of the challenges you faced while growing up with it, and if you've had it since birth?
Yeah. Well, I've had it since I was born, so it's mild and hard, but when I was living back in Illinois, when I first started going to school, I was picked up by a school bus, but that was like mainstream.
Right.
A mainstream school bus, and they picked me up, and I was always getting, teased and that because I was always slow, slower, and it would take me longer to figure the stuff out. And I was always in like the special classes and that. And this one school, first school I went to, it was a very tall building where I think one whole floor was all nothing but the special needs kids. And I was there like that school about 5 years, 6 years, and then I ended up going to getting transferred to another school, which was like it was a 2-story school. But mostly this church, one of the churches controlled it. Because the one end was a church and the other side was a school.
Sure.
And there was about 5 classrooms in there. So with those classrooms, there were smaller groups, and I stayed in that school from maybe 1968 through to when I moved down here in 74.
Okay.
And then when I moved down here in 74, I went to John F. Long, and they had like a couple of classes that were special needs, and then eventually I ended up going to Trevor Brown, and they had the special needs one, but they were trying to mix the special needs and the regular people together.
Yeah.
But that
didn't work out?
Well, it seemed like it was work. It was like an experimental thing. It seemed like it was slowly starting to like catch on. They were trying to integrate the disabled students with the regular students.
Sure.
It seemed like it was starting to slowly catching on. So when I got on 79, then I maybe I'll try to look for a job. So I didn't. I got hired at Wendy's, and I was there like 15 years. I worked 5 different stores.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, in the 5 stores I worked at, the last one was the main one I was based at. They finally ended up, the owners closed that one down because they had got robbed twice.
Wow.
Same time of the year in October, like in October, November when the fair is in town. And it seemed like that's when they always had their big deposits.
Sure.
So they feared, they kind of figured that was an inside job because they always knew one time of the year was when they had their big deposits and they got robbed twice, and the owner said no more. We're closing the store down. We're shipping these guys to other stores.
Okay.
And then I worked at Quiznos, Jack in the Box, and then Chuck E. Cheese. And I also worked at what now is called Talking Sticks Reserve.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I worked there, but when it was America West Airlines, in the
Okay.
concession stands, and now it's Talking Sticks, and now I get to go back there working the concession stands.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting, getting to go back to doing that.
Yeah. One of the other people that I talked to earlier today said that a lot of people assume that because you have a disability that you're not capable of doing certain things. Do you find that when you're interacting with normal people, or not normal? I mean, they're not necessarily normal, but that's who they're classified as normal. So do you find that people are like, oh, she's got a disability, so let me just do this for her?
Yeah, I have ran into people like that myself, so.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I go, so what if I got a disability?
Exactly.
I can still, try it and see if I can do it.
Yeah.
I go, that's the only way I'm going to find out if I'm good at it or
Exactly. And so in the past, when you've found yourself in those situations, do you tell those individuals that are saying, let me just do it for you, like, no, let me do it? Or do you let them just do it and then kind of think about it later? Does that make you feel bad, or like?
No, some of the people I've ran into like that, I told them, I go, just let me try it and see what happens, because I'll probably be able to do it. I go, and if you're not sure, you can stand somewhere and just watch from afar to see if it's, what you want, the way you want it done. And there's some people that they've done that. Then after I'm done, they came to me and they go, dang, you can do that particular thing. They go, fine, you can do it for me anytime. And there's other people, they go, I've done it. They go, nah.
Yeah.
I like the way I do. I go, fine.
Okay.
I go, you can do it yourself then. I just went and went back to what I was doing.
Okay. And then you said that you've got quite a bit of work experience. So then when you've been working, do you find challenges there where, like, you start out at one level and you're trying to move up, but they won't hire you because of potentially they won't hire you because of your disability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it, has been, most of the places I've been at. That's basically how they looked at it. And I go, what's wrong? I can just try it. If it doesn't work out, it don't work out.
Yeah.
I just want a chance.
Exactly.
And that's why now with the Talking Sticks, because I had a whole list of all the places I worked at, and I had on there from when I was there the first time, the two people I talked to, they looked and they go, you were here before? I go, yeah. And I go, but when it was under another name, different ownership. And they go, oh. And then they looked at the rest of the stuff I had on there for, places I've been at. And then, man, the woman I talked to, they go, oh my God, you got the experience we need.
That you need, that they need.
And then the one lady goes, oh, I'll call you on Friday, So I didn't hear nothing, so I called back, left a message. They called me yesterday morning.
You got the job?
Yeah.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. And so now I just go down next Thursday and do all the paperwork, and now I have to go back to working. But it's just, like I said, it'll be the same stuff, but just different ownership.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they went and gave that building a massive remodel.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, that's gonna be nice. Get this, and what I like about that is, one, it's a job. I can do something I like, and two, get to see most of the stuff for free anyway.
Exactly.
At least a couple of the events they got coming next year, I'm gonna love watching.
Good. I'm happy that you got the job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And then kind of last thing so that I can wrap up the interview. Have you faced any challenges with getting access to like healthcare and like dental care?
Oh, mostly I got access. So.
Okay. Yeah, you've got access, no challenges or anything when it comes to like insurance or stuff
No,
like that?
mostly I just turn it on to them, and I leave them worry about the payment. So, and so far I haven't really had no trouble yet with them, but I fear anything's liable to happen down the road.
Yeah.
With them, so.
I know that you said that you haven't really had any challenges in terms of like the medical care and the dental care, but if you wanted to see something improve in that area, what would it be?
Oh, probably maybe better, like maybe how much they're willing to be like paying that. Maybe not having to sit so long and wait. And I know that's part of doctors, but
Yeah. All right. Well, that's really helpful. So thank you for doing
You're
this video,
welcome.
and I definitely learned a lot from your experiences. So thank you.
You're welcome.